Hi, everybody. It's Saturday night, November 22nd. Um, so I just learned something that I seen on this guy's channel. His name is Brendan Fallis, Fallis, and then Brandon. Okay, so you take your hand and you take your thumb and your index finger and you hold it together and you breathe in. So it's like you're breathing in from your diaphragm. Now open up your hand, and then it's your third finger. Hold it together, and you'll notice that you breathe through your chest. Um, so when he was doing it, I was following along, and I was, because sometimes consciously you try to manipulate it, because you know. So if I do my finger, it's kind of like, since I already know that the energy is flowing there, I'm trying to consciously manipulate it to where I can breathe. Funny how we do that. But take the index and the thumb, and you breathe in, and you can feel it in your diaphragm, right? And then the third finger, you hold it together, and then it's like your chest, you're breathing through your chest. I know I just repeated myself, but it's just so interesting because I did it perfectly, and I see the effects, how the difference of it. But I don't know. I think consciously that I was like, because he's like, that's where energy flows, right? Where's another thing they were talking about, the hand and the energy? Dang, there was something else I seen the other day about a certain parts of the hand that you touch for breathing, and I think that's why when people get into the lotus flower position and they hold their fingers up and they're touching and they're breathing. And that's interesting because it does talk about, breathe through your diaphragm. Isn't that wild? So imagine, I think I'll do it tonight where I'll do it breathing through my chest using my third finger. I'll start out using my diaphragm, and then I'll switch it to the third finger and see how that goes. I don't know. It's just all interesting stuff. Oh, that is interesting. Look at it's like indentations. That's oh, I know what I want to talk to you about. There's a face right there. That looks like the eyeballs, but usually what I see out of the corner of my eye, and then I try to upload it. But if I move it farther over, it looks like there's another face looking that way. Interesting. Remember in the movie Leave the World Behind, and the oil tanker is coming towards the shore, and the little girl goes, or yeah, little girl, teenage girl, whatever, tells her family that are sitting around not paying attention. She's like, it's getting closer. And then she said again, it's getting closer. And it's getting closer. And nobody's paying attention to her as she's saying, it's getting closer, it's getting closer. Until right before, I think is when she starts to get up, saying, it's getting closer another time or something like that. I should go back and listen to how many times she says it. And then that's when the rest of them finally look, and see this oil tanker, or I don't know if it's a cargo ship or an oil tanker, but on the side of it, it says the White Lion. Now, the interesting thing about it is the back of our neck. There's a vertebrae up there in the top of our neck. The top vertebrae is called atlas, right? And our spine has 33 vertebrae in it. And then you got atlas at the top. And then atlas just means like this. Oh, that's interesting. And then up and down and side to side, I think that they were saying. You know, before I get sidetracked, I just see it in my mind right now. I can see it in my mind's eye. You remember how, I think it's even in Trump's office, I think I've seen it on Nostradamus, an image on him online on his desk, but it's a big, strong man that holds the world on his shoulders. It's right here on his shoulders, and he's holding the world on his shoulders. And he's called Atlas. Well, right there on our shoulders is the top of Atlas, right? That's where Atlas is at. And then what I was seeing today when they're talking about 3i Atlas is headed our way, or in our solar system or something like that, when they're talking about going back to the White Lion that's going towards shore, and they're sounding the alarm saying it's turning, it's coming this way, it's coming, it's coming closer, it's coming closer. And if we go online and we see all this, some people are saying it's a mothership, and some people are saying it's not a comet, it's too intelligent for that, it's changing its directory, it's doing, and it's lit up like lights all over it. So they're talking about the 3i. So the third eye, it's interesting because, oh wow, it's kind of like saying, if you look at our spine is like the arm of God. So if I hold my hand like this, right here in the center, well, it's going to be like this probably, right in the center of my mind, going down. So the spine, my elbow is down probably, a little bit longer, whatever. So my spine is the arm, and then the hand of God is right in the center, the third eye. So remember, one end is the pineal gland, and one end is the pituitary gland. So the pineal gland kind of goes like this, and the pituitary gland, which is closer to this side, is the milk. It looks like two ball sacks of a male body, two ball sacks. And those shoot vital hormones. I think it's every 12 hours. I can't remember. You got to look it up online. But every so often, every day, and I think it's when we're in our sleep, some type of sleep realm, it takes the fluids, the vital hormones, and it drips it directly into our heart, the blood system. So remember I was telling you about they were shoving those things all the way so far up to people that were irritating them and everything. And plus that swab was 6 inches long. It was, in my perspective, opinion, it was polluting the arm of God, taking down the hand of God, the pituitary gland. So you got this honey. So picture the honey back here, and then the front of it is the ball sack, and that's, the Last Supper table right here, the temple mine, the third temple being built. The third temple is being built with our connection with God. You notice how the people on the land, they build churches in God's image. They call it God's house. Israel, remember Jacob in a vision? He goes within a vision. He's on a thigh lock with the mighty angel. It's like I was saying in my vision on October 20th, and I was in my same body, but I was able to open up my eyes here and close them and be right back in the vision, but I was dressed differently. So, and plus I've seen other people that I grew up with also in their same bodies, but they're different. They're brighter. We're cleaner. We're not. I don't know. Maybe the color of our skin, or aurora. I don't know how to say that. But anyway, we just kind of look different in a way, but we're still the same body figure, or I was, and my friends were. So when you go to this programming of the 3-eye atlas, and then you have Atlas, let me look up the Atlas globe. And it's interesting because, yeah, like I said, Trump has a golden one. Atlas. Let's just type in the word Atlas and see what happens. Oh, come on. Images. Yeah, because right now, everything you look up is showing that has to do with that. Interesting. My computer froze. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm going to try to turn it and try to show you. Do you see right here? Right here in our spine, is the top vertebrae is called Atlas, and look where the world's at. We're carrying the world on our shoulders. Isn't that interesting? Now, I hope that I turn the camera right so you can see it. So it's like this big globe, right, on our shoulder. You're carrying the world on your shoulder. And, and that's the, I think that's referred to the tree as well. The foundation of the tree, besides the DNA. But anyway, so I thought I'd share that information with you. And look at some of the images that are coming out on my body in this type of light. Now, this side's interesting. Because look at these little white patches. Always have a harder time on my left side. And then my eyes. The videos that I put up today about my eyes is so interesting. To my birthmark. Anyway, at least I have something to show that I can, show people, of supernatural things, because all these images coming out of my body and my chest and my neck, I mean, seriously, that's supernatural to me. I mean, compared to receiving the sign, I mean, how much greater, besides my visions that I'm telling you, and other people and their visions, right? I have the gift and experience of showing what's going on. I can show God's handiwork right off the bat. It's interesting, right? Anyway, we all have a little something.